All right, welcome YouTube, and we're doing a Let's Play Multiplayer SimCity Cities of 2000. It's me, the Gaming Rican, or the Puerto Rican Blur One, as you know me on Origin, and MrSouldoubt over there. Him and I go way back, so this is going to be some shenanigans. It's going to be in the format of more like a Twitch live session, just random shit, random conversation. It really doesn't matter. So, yeah, we both don't know what we're doing. The first time, or the last time I played this game multiplayer, Sold Out, what do you think was like back in 2013?
Easily, I don't think I've played the game since like the
Like, but
first week
June,
or so it
July,
came out.
yeah, I'd say about what, May of when the servers only started working because it was all broken as hell. Like, I think 2 weeks after the game came out, you could finally maybe play it.
Exactly. I mean, it wasn't really prepared for live time at that time.
And what was your opinion? Why do you think that happened? I'm always curious to figure that out. Like, a smart person's take on like, it seems that like if you bought the game and you're enough of a nerd, you have like okay, like what Diablo 3,
Yeah.
with the Air 37, and what else was it? Battlefield 4 and Battlefield
Yes.
3.
Yes.
And what else did EA fuck up that year? Because let's see, we had Battlefield 3, SimCity. Well, they fuck up Madden every year, so.
I don't know. I just feel like EA is kind of in a rush to get things to market, and maybe they just overlook things, or they're just in too much of a hurry, or just figure they can fix it on the back end. I'm not really sure.
Well, and I understand, like, I've read a lot, and I'm sure you have too. I've read a lot of things about, we're bashing a game we're playing,
Right.
And,
Yeah,
and,
well,
and you know what the funny thing about
it
that
has a checkered history.
the irony about that is you just purchased the expansion today, so you just gave EA money. So I
did.
feel like we have a right to like nail them to the wall.
I do.
But it just seems to me that my take. And I don't know if you share it, is that 2013 seemed to be not EA's year.
No,
You had
it didn't. They
yeah,
had
you
some
had a,
major IPs that they, like, while it's like, how could you fuck this IP up? And they did.
and they totally did. I mean, but I think where the travesty truly lies is in this game. This is the great tragedy of 2013. SimCity 4 came out in what, 2002?
Something like that, yeah.
Or 2003. I remember picking it up, and I used to spend like no late nights. Um, oh God, I mean, there were times where I played SimCity 4 until like 4 in the morning.
Yes.
And I still played it 10 years later because it's all I had. It's like I was always waiting for like the next SimCity game.
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, SimCity is a major IP. I mean, I was playing it in high school, like in 8th and ninth grade when the very first one came out, and that's when I had a 486 computer, and that was like one of my first games that I demanded to get. So
Yeah. Well, and that was funny too because that would be what the original SimCity.
yes,
And I had played it, fond memories of the first time. I had played it on an Apple Macintosh. Not only was that the first, honestly, I can honestly say that was probably the first computer game I ever played. A neighbor had it. We didn't have a computer. We were a poor Hispanic family living in Chicago, and we just happened to live next door to a college student who also was taking courses in computer programming. So he had an Apple Macintosh, and he brought me over. And I couldn't have been any more than like 6 or 7, maybe 8. No, I'm thinking I was like third grader probably. And that's when I learned about zoning and roads and traffic and all that stuff. And then when SimCity 2000 came out, that's when computer PCs, with Windows 90, I think it was Windows 95,
yeah,
or Windows 3.1, they started becoming, how do I put it? More readily available. Like it wasn't like 10,000 for a computer. It was like 2,500. Like I think my parents bought our first computer that year, which I really find it hard to remember what year it was. It was a 75 megahertz Pentium 1.
oh man,
Yeah, but it had Encarta, Microsoft Encarta on it, and I insisted
yes,
we buy SimCity 2000 because that was, dude. And that's the thing. That's a huge leap. Like, do you notice how games don't leap like by leaps and bounds anymore?
Well,
They
I mean,
just
there's some. I mean, there's some good indie developers out there that try to do that, but a lot of the major manufacturers, I don't
no,
think.
I just screwed up. Cheats are disabled, and I have no way of getting money, so I already have to take out a bond.
Ah, look at that. I just started actually building. I was just doing some surveying first, so.
Well, because this road's all curved and I like it gridded, so I decided to destroy the highway that leads in. And, I should probably capture this.
I would. Why not? You know, it's worth
All
it.
right, welcome YouTube, and basically we started a multiplayer session. This is kind of like about 10 minutes through. You can see the beginning of this video of my commentary on Mr. Sold Out. Is it now?
That is correct.
Mr.
Because my
Sold
other
Out,
name
and
was already
welcome
taken.
Mr. Sold Out to a live Let's Play. Well, a live, but we're recording it, and you're not going to see it till afterwards. Let's Play of SimCity, Cities of Tomorrow. And we're doing multiplayer gameplay in the Whitewater region. For those of you who've played this game, I don't need an introduction. And it's going to be a different type of Let's Play. It's going to be us just basically bullshitting. If you want to know what we're doing and how we're doing it, either refer to my Let's Plays on my channel, and that's where I tend to get a little bit boring explaining how to play the game. But I feel like now, we're just gonna continue with the conversation. Now, the topic of conversation we're using right now is how the old versus the new. When development time was longer, when you had to wait longer for a game sequel, I think what you ended up with was just a better product in the end. The best example would be SimCity. The wait between SimCity 1 and SimCity 2000 was so significant that you were seeing things for the first time in SimCity 2000, like primitive sprite-based 3D graphics would be the first thing, where you can actually rotate the camera and see the city from different angles. It was not a top-down view; it was almost like a three-quarter isometric view, if I remember correctly. I know that Steam made it free, and I downloaded it, but stupid me never played it. Instead, I decided to give this one another chance. Now, this game's launch was a horrible mess of a joke, and what I was trying to explain to Mr. Soldout over here to see if he agreed with me was, waiting over a decade for the sequel to one of the most popular, if not the first, city building simulator franchise ever created is a travesty. To fuck up the launch so bad that nobody could play after they bought the game. And like I state in my first Clearwater video, some people spent over $90 to $100 on the collector's editions, and the first thing they could do, it forced you to choose a server and then log in. And then it would just be like server unavailable. So you bought the game and got to sit there and stare at a screen, And I think someone on YouTube, I would like to, if anyone knows about, if we actually generate viewers, if anyone knows of the video, I think someone made a music video with some techno music in the background, and it was just the guy repeatedly hitting play. Did you see this? It was like, no, damn it, oh, damn it, nope, damn it, woohoo, oh, damn it, because then it would kick him off like once he logged in, like psych.
I don't know if I saw it, but I could definitely relate to that.
I could definitely imagine that would be fucking hilarious. Yes. But yeah, so we're giving this game another shot because part of me was saddened when I heard that EA shut down Maxis pretty much. And,
yes.
I was like, damn, like they didn't give it a chance at all. Like they were the reasons probably why this game had such a horrible launch. I can honestly say that I can't blame Maxis. I mean, Maxis was ambitious for making the game always online, but I'm pretty sure that EA pushed to have it always online because they thought it'd be a great idea. Kind of like that like that boss of yours that has a great idea, like it's the next big thing, wave of the future, and you're like, no, it's not going to work. Why can't we just do it this way?
Right.
And then they're like, no, we refuse to fund it, and then boom, and then they let it wither and die on the vine. And then, as if that wasn't enough, EA decides to royally screw over anyone who plays The Sims a year later. Or was it like 2000? Yeah, late 2014, The Sims 4 was released.
Yes.
That was hell of a lot less of a game than The Sims 3.
Yes.
I mean, you have loading screens. Oh my god,
Well, a lot of the games. Let's look at it like this. So SimCity. Look at the simplification in this one compared to what was in the earlier versions. I mean, instead of running your own electrical and water and everything, now it just goes with the roads. It's the oversimplification of a lot of these simulation, quote unquote, simulation games now.
And I've been hearing things about cities skylines. I've been watching a lot of Let's Play videos on that, where it just all of a sudden now you're putting in cemeteries and you need to provide them with hearses and shit to get the bodies. Like I'm like, holy cow! Like I was so used to this interface but that's a welcome change. You know, when I was reading about this game when it came out, I was like, good, I don't need to run power lines and zones are free, you know?
True, but
But then all this other stuff, like think about the resources and the city connections and the data maps. That is one thing. The data maps on this game have improved by an immense degree. I mean, you can see per citizen what they are, like if they're high income, rich, you know. So it's a lot more to keep track of, because I know, like in SimCity 4 with the whole Rush Hour expansion pack, they allowed. I thought it was pretty hilarious how they made it possible to put in toll booths.
Yes.
And you would just see yourself making income, but then you would see just the traffic pile up down the street like no one's business. And then so the only reports you got on how well you were doing was from the monthly newspaper.
Right.
And you would have to wait to figure out if you made a profit. But if I remember, and then it's taking me back. I got to go, I think I'm going to go dig up my old copy of SimCity 4. I know that the person who helped get me started on Let's Plays, his name is, I think the local Matador is his moniker on Origin. And he donated a graphics card to me. And
nice.
that had an NVIDIA Shadow Play. And he said that I had a narrator's voice, or at least a voice for radio, which I've heard 1.5 million fucking times. And I made the joke, like, Let's Players have to be British to be successful, or Southern. You know what I mean? Like, you got to have such a radical accent to get by on YouTube now, because you got to either be taken, because like you being a former occupant of the British Isles can relate that.
Yes.
It is truly. I'm going to put up a wind power plant, by the way, just to detract from the conversation.
No problem. I am totally probably throwing all my coal and now my craft pipe towards your city. So.
Well, that's fine. Well, I'll bitch about that later for sure. But what I'm hoping that you can do is eventually get a coal or an oil power plant going, so I can buy power off of you, so I can get rid of this thing. So I'm not.
Well, I started with coal, but it's obviously just the starter one. So.
Well, dude, the coal power plant, if you do it right, can generate more power overall at the end than oil. Like oil starts out with more power, but coal ends up being almost as good as a nuke power plant with all its upgrades.
Well, I am selling power to my neighbors, and I just enabled the global deliveries, so we'll see how well that goes.
Well, you're not. Who are you selling power to? Do we have neighbors already on this thing?
No, but it's available. Sell power to neighbors means it's available, so like if you decide you need to buy some.
Yeah, see, now look, Origin let us invite each other real quick, but I have no idea. Oh, no, you know why I don't have a city hall? Because I had to put this stupid power plant. I love how it's like I can buy power from you from now on.
Yeah.
But I can't do it unless I get, like, I got to do sewage now.
They want me to build a church.
Yeah. The Houses of Worship pack or something.
Ugh. My feelings on churches aside, I guess.
It's a fucking video game, dude. Just pick the most obnoxious looking one, like that Mega Sims. That looks like an agnostic church.
What are they under?
They're under the city specialization tab under Culture Houses of Worship. And I just got distracted by what the fuck I was talking about.
Where the hell's it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were talking about SimCity 4 and how I got this graphics card started. But that's what I was talking about. You need to have an accent to be good at this. Like, I'm worried that no one's watching me because I sound like everybody else. Like Parky Games, I've been watching that guy, and he's British, so obviously people listen to him longer.
Yeah.
But feel free if you disagree with any opinion. Everything we say here is our opinion. If you'd like to add one of your own, please comment on either page. Even though, as of right now, I think my viewership hasn't commented on jack diddly shit.
I put a comment on there for you.
Yeah, you did. That's one. That's like my comment that actually had text in it. Most of it was just people I know going, I commented, or... I mean, these are people I know, for fuck's sake. Or they're hitting me up on text message on my phone going, hey, great job, dude, like the video, but what I would do is this. And I'm like, why couldn't you put that on YouTube so that, But anyway... So What do you got going on over there? What are your ambitions for your city site?
Um,
You know what? I'll drive over there.
yeah, you'll have to come check it out. I don't
Yeah,
have
I'll go.
much going on yet. I have a hill and a mountain and a train going right through the middle of it, so it's kind of disruptive.
So you're on the right side. So you're on my right. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. It's
All right.
it's there's not much
I
going on
need
here.
I need water. You put the futuristic water tower, it ends up like futurizing the buildings around you. And I need to take out another bond. Hey, can you float me? You know what? Never mind. I'll let the game generate my income for me.
I know I'm losing money. I'm losing money. I'm gonna have to either raise my taxes or get some. I need to get some industry to come in. That's my big thing. One building, one industry.
I always find it actually funny
Two.
that you generate an income when you have a 100% unemployment rate, and the game's really patient with you at the beginning, as far as people don't move out that fast. Like they're more lenient for you do that shit in the beginning of the game. You start having homeless people living in the parks and.
Well, these guys they all live in like trailers and small houses. They got nothing to complain about.
Yeah. It's like they're all on government subsidy, I guess. You know what might have offended someone with that opinion. But again, as always, my opinion, it's all based upon fantasy, how we observe the fantasy of SimCity.
Right.
But what do you think was the best one? 2000? I know that SimCity 3000 was horrible. Like I hate it.
I feel like 2000 was the last one I actually really got into. Until 4. I think I got a little bit into 4. But I kind of took a hiatus, like, really from 2000.
Yeah. I would say there's new content in this region. Click OK to update your game. What?
I must have new content.
I got this. I thought Origin enabled auto updates. I don't fucking okay.
I feel like it did because it did warn you and then went ahead and did it.
All right, Whitewater's workers crossing to local businesses. So now I have no businesses. Oh, I have commercial zones. I do have commercial zones.
I got some commercial popping up right now, and let's see here. I have a gas station because you always need a gas station.
I have no simoleons, which is beautiful because I just placed a water tower, and it looks like I can get a city hall now, right? Come on.
Yeah, I got mine up there.
All right, I'm going to put it in the downtown area over here. Actually, I'm going to attach it over here.
The El Guaco Taqueria.
Taqueria.
Yeah, I can't say that right. My girlfriend makes fun of me all the time.
Well, dude, she's as white as white can be. Does she even tan, bro?
No, she does not tan, but because of her diet, she probably knows more about like all that, like the South American foods and all that sort of stuff way more than I do.
Hey, my game just decided to glitch on me. I can't hit OK on the name your city thing. Actually, I can't do a damn thing.
Uh-oh.
Oh, now it works. I heard multiplayer's still glitchy as hell.
Because of the connections between multiple computers and everything.
All right, I'm going to name my city. Since I said, does she even tan, bro? I'm going to name it Tan Bruh.
There we go. Tanbra.
Tan Bruh. Yeah.
Probably
no exclamation point.
I might be making some of the watchers dizzy because I'm spinning this map all around just trying to get to
Yeah, no, that's fine. Isometric view for the win. Hey, there you are. Did you visit my shit, or is it just... Oh, that automatically happens. Oh, yeah. God, I got to remember. Because I'm automatically over there somehow.
I'm nearly making money. I'm negative 100 an hour now. Come on.
So let me check your shit out. Let's take a look at what he's got going on over here. Loading screens, but nowhere near as bad as The Sims 3 or 4.
It's true. Oh, these want a park. The mayor is mean and won't place a park. I'm not that mean. I just don't want you to play in a park because you make.
So let's see. You got 2 factories and a coal power plant on the hill.
I got a couple. Yeah, there's like 3 factories up there now. Yeah, honestly the hill kind of sucks, but
I'm waiting for the Eye of Sauron to just be above that smokestack right there.
But the perfect thing about this over here is my water is all down on the bottom, and there's no water up here, so no water to pollute. Won't pollute.
Yeah, your next water tower should be the futuristic one, so you can start seeing how the buildings change. Like
sure.
if you put that a futuristic site or like one from the Cities of Tomorrow, you'll see your roads start changing. People start driving futuristic cars. I think what was really funny was in my playthrough. There was a trailer park that kind of looked like a white alarm clock with a weird, and it had like a laser fence.
Nice.
Like instead of a wooden fence. It was kind of funny. And Why won't it let me to the region?
I don't have much demand for anything. The
Uh,
Excitatorium. I like that.
yeah, you could put futuristic parks and they'll start futurizing the area. And why on earth? Come on. Getting frustrated, man. I can't I can't hit the region tab to get back to my city. It's like I'm stuck in yours now. Like I'm stuck in Podunkville.
I'm going to place a little... I hate placing parks because then it's like, man, I don't really want to give up a housing area for a park, but yeah, I guess
Well, you put it near the front of the town. Oh no, but you need to improve. Do you have demand for?
I don't have any demand. Just someone was complaining and bitching they wanted a park.
Well, it looks like. I mean, if I can look at your tabs here, it looks like you have demand for middle income at the bottom. Like so, you can put a park down here closest. Well, which way is your wind coming from? Same direction mine is, right?
Yeah, it comes from the back of my town hall there.
So
out towards
maybe
the main
make
road.
the area around the town hall like if you extend the avenue out towards the tracks. See, that's what I like. Your rail runs right down the middle. You don't have to do anything
It does.
crazy.
Mass transit will work well. I'm thinking about making some like medium residential here between the water tower and this commercial area here, and like kind of be on the beach, and then get some nice beachfront property over there.
It looks like I'm doomed to keep visiting you, though. That's ridiculously shitty. I'm stuck here. I can't do a damn thing. Oh, exit spectator mode. Man, like...
I'm going to have to demolish some houses to build some roads. Oh, there we go.
Oh, jeez. Okay. All right. That's fun. Now, see, this is kind of what I want to do. I mean, Let's Plays are fun, but I've noticed that I'm not as entertaining talking to myself alone in a frickin' room. Except for my reactions to what's going on in the game. But you look all super organized compared to my plays, by the way.
I'm very ADD about my city planning, apparently.
Well, yeah, but I mean, what happens when the curved roads? I mean, you're British. You got to put a couple roundabouts in your next one for sure.
No curved roads. I don't like curves. I don't feel like you can city plan as well with curves. I feel like I'm just going to put a park here, and I don't know. We're going to just put a park right there. Screw it.
Well, I mean, and then the other thing you got to consider, too, is the lot sizes in this game.
Yes.
You don't get a lot of room to play. I mean, at least now with the mega towers, which if you have any questions about all the new content, just let me know. What kind of city specialization are you going for? Are you going to utilize your natural resources that you got? You said you got coal, water. Well, you got coal, oil, and metal?
No oil. Coal's my big one.
Do you have ore?
But I have a lot of beach, so I was thinking about just going casinos and being really seedy.
So you were thinking about using the other sites for resources?
Maybe.
Okay.
No, I don't know. I hadn't thought that far ahead, to be honest. I figure maybe I'll plan that for a second city. This one's probably just going to be very generic. But I have water access and good rail access, so it might be good to get into freight and development, in building things.
All right, I'm going to start buying my power off of you. I'm going to start throwing you a bone.
Yeah, I'm still not making money. I'm actually losing more money because of the park.
You need to generate tax revenue. Just amp up your lots. You have just spread out your roads a little bit and just zone like a mofo. And then you could always rezone later. Just zone for residential and commercial.
Budget problems loom. I just got the warning.
Well, no, you know what? Zoom for industrial because I don't have any. So my workers need somewhere to go. So yeah, how about
I'll put some more dirt roads in for now and some industrial. I said it's kind of hard when you've got this hill kind of in the way, sucking up a lot of my property area here. But I'm gonna zone some industrial here, so let's see here. Boom, boom. All right, just zoned a bunch of industrial, so that should pick it up. I can't tax the industrial yet, so that's kind of where a lot of the problems are going to be.
No, they'll generate revenue just by having the lot. They automatically pay taxes, don't they?
I don't know. I think you can eventually, if you do the finance building or something.
Yeah, you can micromanage how much you charge each zone, and then lower taxes for whatever you want to attract. But right now, it's a flat rate across all citizens. Which did I actually increase my tax revenue?
I put mine
no,
up to
I didn't.
I put mine up to 10, but I'm thinking about.
Yeah, I'm at 10%.
Yeah.
We want to keep it uniform, so I'm not stealing your guys yet. But look, I mean, you're providing jobs. Let's see if I go to the region tab. and look at workers.
Stop the blackouts. I'm having blackouts apparently.
I don't know why.
Surprising.
Is there a road connection? I'm buying power off of you, and I don't have a blackout.
Yeah, maybe you're taking all my power.
You have global deliveries turned on your coal?
I do have global deliveries turned on, and I think I'm pretty good.
I don't have enough money. I'm going to have to do an industrial zone at the end of a dirt road because of my overzealousness here.
74 megawatts or whatever excess, so
I'm buying from that excess. I closed my power plant.
I feel like my town hall is just wrong about the blackouts. They don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, they probably are. I thought you were seeing like blackouts on the screen. Exactly.
No, but I've got my businesses have moved up to medium. Here we go. Or commercial, I said. My commercial's up to medium.
Yeah, it looks like there's demand region-wide for middle income now. Because if you look at your demand, you'll see a shaded in, like a darker green and a lighter green, like a more faded green. That's region-wide. And the darker one would be your specific town. So I think I'm going to start adding some neighborhoods here.
They want me to get some more low-wealth commercial. Apparently, my medium-wealth commercial is just too much.
Well, if you don't have the residents to shop there, then, or if you have more low wealth than medium.
I think I have more low wealth. I'm going to have to... apparently, I put the park too close to my commercial, and it just raised their status a little bit there. But...
Well, then just build a residential near that commercial zone.
Yeah, I'm going to put some more residential over that
area.
So,
let's reel it in a little bit. What did you like most about SimCity 4? I honestly thought... I bought the deluxe edition, so it came with the what did they call it? It wasn't the traffic pack. What did they call it?
Rush Hour? I thought it was Rush Hour.
Yeah, Rush Hour, which was cool because then you could do missions like fly the helicopter around and the ambulance and the cop car, and get extra money that way.
No, I don't know. SimCity 4 was good. I didn't get too into it. I really was more into like 2000 and that. I was big into sim games when SimCopter and a lot of those other add-in games that kind of came out that were standalone, but you can integrate the city to them for some reason, which is pretty neat.
What I thought was really cool was Sim Tower.
Sim Tower, yep, I remember that one.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. That game was so bare bones and so broken, yet somehow it just was nothing but fun for me.
That was good. I got into sim games early, so I had Sim Ant and
Sim Ants, Sim Earth.
Sim Earth, yeah. I mean, I had a lot of. I mean, right after that SimCity game, like they just really kicked off and were putting out a lot of titles, and I probably had them all for a while.
So, philosophically speaking, do you think that maybe our children now, with the advent of Call of Duty and the more multiplayer aspect of some of these games, that these games kind of are losing? But then if that was the case, then City Skylines wouldn't have even been released.
Well, but I feel a lot of the guys going for those games are
our age.
Of the old, yeah. But
we have money, dude. That's the difference.
Well, that's true. That's true. Yeah. But thanks to Steam sales, we can always get those cheap. But I think though that while COD and those type of games, like Batman, the new one's coming out tomorrow, where they're a little more action. They're kind of taking.
Wait, Arkham City is coming out. Arkham Knight is coming out tomorrow.
I believe it is tomorrow. Yes.
Holy crap!
I know, for PS4 and all those guys, but I feel
wait for Game of the Year. I always wait for Game of the Year edition.
Yeah, I'm not a big first buyer anymore now, unless it's a title I'm really crazy about. But the whole idea of creative games, though, obviously they've just taken a new perspective. I mean, like obviously look at Minecraft. I don't know a 13-year-old that doesn't play Minecraft. I
don't know a 9-year-old that doesn't play Minecraft, let alone a 5-year-old. I just got some 5-year-olds playing that shit on their tablet. Exactly. I'm sitting there just jealous of the fact that this 5-year-old has a fucking tablet, first of all.
Exactly. But, I mean, so creative games are still big business. They really, really are. I just, it's different. I mean, a lot of them still have that first-person perspective now versus the old top-down isometric games are kind of fallen by the wayside. I talk to people who don't even know what the hell I'm talking about when I talk about an isometric game, so.
Well, I mean, we back then that was like you only had two viewpoints. Right. Back in, you had the side scroller and the overhead and your isometric view. So we probably didn't even know what to call it half the time back when we
Yeah,
were
it
younger.
was just it
Yeah.
was. I mean, hell, so isometric view was kind of 3D to us compared to what we were used to. You know,
True.
when you really
Th-
think about it.
Yeah.
So that was kind of our 3D. Yeah, but I mean, obviously things have moved on since then, and even isometric view has gotten a lot more complicated than it used to be. I still have a soft spot for isometric games. I'm a big fan of the Fallout
Right.
franchise, but I remember Fallout 1 and 2 more fondly than I remember Fallout 3. So,
Fallout 3, and that, believe it or not, um, I've never, I will be the first to admit, I've never played any of the Fallout series at
okay.
all. I just, I don't know what the big deal is. Like, I know that I've been pleasantly surprised. I mean, what was a game that Mass Effect would be a perfect example of a game franchise I got into near the end of its life, which was nice because I didn't have to wait for no sequel. Mass Effect 3 was already out,
That's true. That's true. I
when
mean,
I started playing it. So
it
I
was a
just,
good series, definitely.
yeah. But that'd be the first thing where Bioshock. I think I was burnt out on Bioshock. Like everyone was telling me that it was great, and we should probably write down all the games you mentioned so I could put it in a tag. But I don't know. I like this style of gameplay. I like what SimCity. I mean, back to the Sim games.
Yeah.
You were right. I don't understand why there isn't more of this. I mean, Cities XL is just basically create something that looks nice,
Yeah.
and take a picture. Like it's not as in depth. I tried playing it and it just did nothing for
Well,
me.
what's that other one that's out there too? Is it like Anno 20?
And yeah, Anno.
Yeah. I've seen good reviews about it. I think a couple of people I know on Steam have it. I
The
haven't really
problem
made
with
up my
Anno
mind.
is it seems more social or culture based than sim, like building wise. I like looking at buildings. I don't like controlling, like like SimCity societies, the forgotten,
Yes.
you know that was so stupid, because it was all culture based mostly. I like watching, like, this is like an ant. I guess this would be the best way to describe it. It's like an ant farm. You just watch the city live in front of you, and I'm staring at this thing too long. I need to build a hospital. Oh, that's why I can't do anything. I got people dying with no
Oh
health
God,
care.
yeah. Honestly, I haven't built any of the service industry stuff yet, but no deaths, no crime, no fires, and
You have
okay, there's some
school.
trash. There is some trash. You need to do trash. I have no schools yet. Schools are
All
probably a
right,
good
it
idea
looks
as
like I'm
well.
gonna have to take out another bond.